All right, YouTube. What's going on, man? Here's something that's been bothering me a long time. I can be silent about it no longer because I'm upset. It's been really sticking in my craw. And that is country music. And that I think it's fairly maligned. I do. I'm a big fan. Big fan of classic country music. Not like the fucking neo country shit you hear on the radio now, that's like it's essentially just like R&B music with a southern twang. I call it list country cuz you're just listing shit like buzzwords like truck and beer and flag and shit, but like old school country, David Allan Coe, Merle Haggard, you get the idea. Big fan of it, have been my whole life, it's a heritage thing for me. Not that I'm from the South or anything. I'm from Northern Illinois, but so is my father. And he grew up on folk music, which is very much a Northern Illinois thing. John Prine, Steve Goodman, Arlo Guthrie, even though he's not from the area, he's a big local mainstay. And there's a lot of commonality between the two, wouldn't you say? Country music and folk music, there's a lot of overlap there. Steve Goodman, who I literally just mentioned, wrote You Never Even Call Me By My Name for David Allan Coe. David Allan Coe said it was the greatest country western song ever written. So there you fucking go. There's a lot of overlap there. So, I grew up on a lot of country music. I'm a big fan of it. And you get on the fighting side of me when you put her down. You know what I'm saying? And one of the big things that people, I feel like the motivation for criticizing country music, or rather the means to do it, the ammunition people use, is they act like it's this like stodgy backwoods, redneck, dumbass, culturally regressive kind of music. Which, a lot of people say that's a really common viewpoint. But my chink in the armor of that argument would be that I think it's gotta be the most female-dominated, female-represented genre of popular music in America. Did you hear that right? I know what you're thinking. I'm a fucking maniac for saying that. I'm insane. Because, no, it can't be. But think about it, man. Loretta Lynn, Dolly Parton, Tammy Wynette, Reba McEntire. I mean, these are like the titans of the genre. These are the big dogs in the kennel. These are the platinum recording artists, Grammy winners of country music. Dolly Parton is fucking huge. And I don't think there's another genre of popular music that has that kind of female representation the way that country music does. Even genres like R&B or hip hop, certainly not rock and roll or heavy metal, jazz. I mean, think about it. Like, the biggest recording artists in country music are at least 50% women, historically. And I'm just saying that's a thing. And what's more is these are women writing pretty serious, pretty fucking weighty songs about, if they're not songs about, serious women shit, like shit women go through, like socially, like the alienation of being a woman, or the social obligation, the cultural obligation of being a woman, and the strife and conflict one has with that being put inside of a box or boundaries, or breaking out of those. Or it's about, if it's not about that, then it's about like defying expectations of women, about being like a badass, about like, Loretta Lynn's gonna take your ass to Fist City, you know what I mean? Like, about kicking ass and taking names, being strong, being iconic, the kind of shit that people who fucking hate on country music constantly just eat their shit in love. Okay? And so it kind of pisses me off. Because this is not a thing people take into consideration, but I think it's, it's something that I think country music deserves respect for, deserves a little round of fucking applause for. Nobody gives it that. I think that's bullshit. Okay? And, people are going to act like that's like a weird thing, too. Like that's an unusual or contradictory thing that country music is so female-dominated, and there's so much representation of strong women. But to me, as somebody who has family that are from a pretty rural part of the country, it comes as no surprise. And for anybody who's from, a rural part of the country, from the South or whatever, it shouldn't be surprising at all, and it wouldn't be surprising at all. My mom is from a rural part of Ohio, like Amish country, total podunk nowhere, and she's a badass. Okay, she'll fuck you up. She'll kick your ass. And her mother was the mayor of the town that she's from. Again, total badass. Kick your ass. You show me a rural woman, you show me like any rural woman, and I'll show you fucking Rosie the Riveter, okay? I'll show you a broad who can mend a fence, or dig a trench, or help a cow through a breech birth. Like serious shit that like I couldn't fucking do. You know what I mean? All the stuff that like Reddit communists fantasize about what women are going to be doing after the revolution. Women in fucking Kentucky are doing right now. Okay? Like, it's just a bunch of Rosie the Riveters out there. So people need to stop having such a low fucking estimation of rural people. Because they'll fucking kill you. Because they'll fucking kill you. No, because... just don't have a low estimation of people that don't live how you live, okay? Don't think of people with a lifestyle different than yours as stupid. Are rural people as equally guilty of this as about urban people? Probably, sure, why not? But I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to you, motherfucker. I'm talking to a person watching the dumb shit I have to say on YouTube, okay? So you're probably suburban or something. You don't know how to grow your own fucking food. Like, deal with that. These people do. Alright, I'm getting off on a tangent. But anyway, go listen to Cool Water by Hank Williams Sr. And honestly tell me that's not a fucking banger of a song. Have a good one.